Good morning and welcome to Holy Trinity Episcopal Church and our Godly Play lesson for this week. Godly Play is a curriculum that is published by Church Publishing and it is copyrighted.
What was the biggest gift you ever got? Did you know that there are some presents that are so big that nobody notices them? They are so huge and so hard to see that you have to go clear back to the beginning to know they're there. Maybe even a little bit before the beginning. In the beginning, there wasn't very much. In the beginning, there was nothing, except perhaps an enormous smile. But there was no one there to see it. Then, on the first day, God gave us the gift of light. So now there's not just darkness, but there is light and dark. Now I don't mean the light in the light bulb and the car lights at night. I don't mean this light or that light, but I mean all the light that is light. God gave us the gift of light, that all light comes from. And when God saw the light, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the first day. On the second day, God gave us the gift of water. Now I don't mean just the water in a water glass or the water in a bathtub or shower. I don't even mean the water in a river or a lake. I don't even mean just the water in the ocean or the water that comes down from the sky in rain. I mean all the water that is water. This is the water that all the rest of the water comes from. It is the firmament. It divides the waters above and the waters below. When God saw the water, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the second day. On the third day, God gave us the gift of dry land. God divided the water and the dry land and gave us the gift of green and growing things. When God saw the dry land and the green and growing things, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the third day. On the fourth day, God gave us the gift of day and night. God gave us a way to count our days. Here is the great light that rules the day, the sun. And here is the lights that rule the night, the moon and the stars. When God saw the day and the night and a way for us to count our days, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the fourth day. On the fifth day, God gave us all the creatures that can fly in the air. Not just the birds, but all the creatures that can fly. And all the creatures that swim in the waters. All of them. When God saw all the creatures that could fly and all the creatures that can swim, God said, It is good. And that was the end of the 5th day. On the 6th day, God gave us the gift of all the creatures that walk upon the earth. God gave us the gift of the creatures that walk with 2 legs, like you and me, and the creatures that walk with many legs. When God saw the creatures that walk with 2 legs and the creatures that walk with many legs, and all the gifts of all the other days, God said, "It is very good." And that was the end of the 6th day. On the 7th day, God rested and gave us the gift of a day to rest and to remember all the great gifts of all the other days. There's nothing here because people go to different places to remember the great gifts. You can put something there to show your family or your favorite place to remember. It might be in your backyard, a tree, or in a church, or in your room. It might be in the mountains, or by the ocean, or a lake. I don't know where your favorite place is. Only you know. What I do know is that this day is so special that sometimes the Christian people mark it with a cross. And sometimes the Jewish people mark it with a star. The Star of David. Now I wonder, which one of these days do you like best? I wonder which of these days is the most important. I wonder which day you are in, or which one is especially about you. I wonder if we could leave any of these days out and still have everything that we need.